Welcome to Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa, the podcast where the heart of small town life beats loud and clear. Each week, we dive into real stories behind the challenges and successes of living in a tight-knit community. This is where small town dreams, drama, and determination come to life. This is Small Town Pulse, and you're right on beat.
So today on Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa, we would like to introduce Jenni Grant, Chairman-elect of the Spencer County Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to welcome you and thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell everybody who doesn't know what the Chamber of Commerce does? Can you tell us a little bit about what they do?
So as far as what the chamber does, we focus a lot on community and what we can do in the community, not only for our members but for our businesses. Anyone in the business industry knows that being a business owner it's hard, and anything that the chamber is able to do to help promote and help that business be successful, we're going to go to every length that we can to help. So we help with some of their marketing, any specials that they're having. We like to promote those and let the community know that that's what's going on. When new businesses come to town, we love to welcome them with open arms. From having members, not only members but board people stop through, welcome them, assist them with anything that we are able to do, ribbon cuttings, things of that nature. We also like to give back to the community. We're looking at doing some chamber volunteer days, which would involve, doing community work, helping all the nonprofits within the county. That's important to us as well because, again, being any kind of business owner, whether it be a profit or not profit business, needs help, needs all the village that they can get.
Especially in this economy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I've even gone so far as to help businesses who are wanting to, or people that are wanting to open a business here. I'm out there trying to help them find buildings, and it seems like they call the Chamber of Commerce for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes things that aren't even business related. We get a lot of other community calls. We get a lot of the other calls for Oktoberfest and for I need help with Medicare or whatever. We get the most random calls, and we try to help everybody we can.
Yeah. Direct them to the right people.
Exactly.
A referral business per se. That's a big part of the chamber as well as being able to refer out people that we know and we trust, and we can say, Steve's going to help. Steve's going to do all the right things because we genuinely know that. We're not just randomly throwing them out there and saying, just call this guy. Yeah. This is rogue person. He should be able to help.
We connect you with the people you need to know, to help with whatever the problem is.
Well, I know I've used the chamber pages to find contacts. I know you all do the luncheons once a month, and that's kind of a networking thing that you all do, so that's kind of cool.
It's networking and it's informational, depending on the speakers and things. So we try to bring speakers to the county that businesses as a whole, not just one individual, would benefit from. Whether it be learning about what another business does, because that's important too. Some of us look at these signs driving down the road and go, oh, there's a business, but no one has any idea what they are. And then once we bring them in, they can tell us, and it's like, that opens a world of possibilities for that business.
I know you all have certain events that you promote also, like you have coming up Girls' Day.
Women supporting women.
Women supporting
women.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And you also do the golf scramble. And
Jenni just headed up a very successful first responders luncheon.
That is my favorite one. Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
That one's a little near and dear to her heart.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But it always has been. When I initially came to the board the first time, that wasn't even a event out here.
I was gonna say, you started that, right?
I did. Well, I copied it from another person. A couple other chambers.
I was gonna say, other chambers do it,
Other chambers, but at least you brought it to the
I did.
town.
You were responsible for starting it here.
Insistent, especially in this county. People don't have any idea that the extreme things that happen in this county, and these are volunteers. Any other, you go to Louisville, they're all paid.
Yeah,
I mean,
our
heck,
fire department is everywhere. They're at every crash. They're at every.
Right.
They're out there giving road conditions in bad weather.
Yeah.
They're at
and
every
there-
rescue.
Only one is paid. Yeah. So, and people don't know that. They just assume, oh, there's a fire department.
Yeah.
They don't think about that these people are genuinely putting their lives on the line for us for free.
After working a full-time job.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, because even like there's a couple of different firehouses driving through town, and I've had somebody say, well, that firehouse is always empty. I said, well, first of all, that's Bullitt County's firehouse and not ours, and on top of that, it's volunteer based. So you may have one person in there that's taking care of the equipment or whatever,
Yeah.
and people don't know that. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing, is to let people know what people do.
I love that.
Because again, you all on the board are not paid for this. It's
No.
all volunteer, and a lot of people don't know that, and
Right.
they feel, oh, you're a board of directors, so you get buco bucks.
Man, I wish. Man, I wish. No, it's completely volunteer. All of our board members volunteer their time just for this. I mean, the simple fact we love this county and what the possibilities that are there that we can do, and you have to have a passion. That's for sure.
And we definitely have a tight-knit business community too, and I think we all really enjoy supporting each other.
Sure.
Yeah, and one thing is it's growing, and whether it's growing right now, just homes growing, soon the business has got to come, and when they do come, they need to know where to go, and I know the chambers are. Every time I see somebody new popping up, first thing I tell them, have you talked to the chamber? See what they could do for you.
Right.
You need somebody to do some construction in your place, they'll recommend somebody.
We can refer you.
And it's not like Angie's List where these people don't know them. Somebody's used them before,
Oh, yeah.
and if they are
We've shook
reputable.
hands. We've talked. We have conversations. Heck, the chamber. We might have actually used them. I mean, as much as it's going on in that building these days. Gotta love an old building, but
If they're a contractor, we've probably definitely used them.
100%.
Maybe in the last 2 weeks.
Right. It's been a year at the old chamber.
Yeah, I said that last
That
week.
building is screaming uncle right now, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Now, is that building considered a historical building, or because I know there's renovation grants for those?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's so funny because at the PVA, there's actually no record of the age of this building.
Right. We've been guessing.
Yeah. So we found where it was deeded to us in like the 1950s. The style of the kitchen's definitely in that 60s, 70 range, something like that. So I've heard that where the chamber building was, there was actually a garage. Some type of like the Shell station was where Teacup is. And then we were some sort of a garage. But I think from what I can, because I can't find any pictures of it, but from what I understand, that building got tore down and then our building was built.
And it was gifted to us back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
We need to talk to Teresa. She probably has pictures.
Teresa,
Yeah, she probably
at
does.
least,
Probably does.
if not, you know the history of that
Oh,
whole
she
place.
wouldn't
Oh, she could tell you for sure.
And there's a reason that
Yeah.
the hall is named after her.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the people listening, tell them who Teresa is because they may or may not
Everybody
know.
knows Teresa Winkler. She is the Spencer County.
I'll go as far to say she's our historian.
There's that. So Teresa is an amazing human, first and foremost. Secondly, she has served on the chamber board for, I think, 152 years. And she recently just came off because she was tired, I think. But we as a board decided that for all the volunteering and all the contributions that amazing human has given us, that we would name our rental hall that's part of the chamber after her. So it is the Teresa Winkler Hall. So, but if you don't know Teresa, you should.
Yeah, she's who I go to if I need something. Because if she don't know it, she knows somebody. And for once, I was able to give her an answer on something that she didn't have.
Really, that's amazing.
She was talking about.
It's like a unicorn or
Yeah,
something.
it was. I found the picture that she asked about. It was Minnesota Fats, the pool player, had come down to Main Street to play.
Oh, or the Charlie whatever pool hall was.
Yeah, where it was. And she goes, I wonder when he came. And so I did some research, and I found a picture with him on it and showing the crew that was there. So it was like, I sent it to her, and she was all happy that for once I could find something out for her that she didn't know.
She's fun.
So,
She's fun.
She's
She's one of my favorite people, and that's saying a lot.
That's a very short list. No?
Speaking of the events that you all are having, if you want to talk about the women supporting women and the golf scramble, put that out there so people can know about it and see if we can promote it some more.
So the golf scramble, no, women supporting women is next. That's in August 29th. I keep wanting to say the 28th because it was.
It was,
the
and we
28th.
moved it. Yeah, we decided
Okay.
it needed to be on a Friday, that more people would be able to get off work and come on a Friday.
And even though it is women supporting women, it does not limit it to just women. This
Men
is,
can support women
absolutely.
and should.
150,000%. So this is not your average event. This event, to me, when I think of women supporting women, and Melissa and I are the committee members of this, and this is something I said to her, as a woman business owner, I can tell you that you're in constant fight mode. You're in constant competition mode. And it doesn't matter where you go, whether it be a grocery store, a gas station, another business, a networking event, you always have your armor, per se, on. And this event to me is that moment, that breathing moment that you can take off your armor and just enjoy the experience. And that's exactly what Melissa and I were looking for in this event, was not another luncheon that you get to listen to someone talk to you and tell you how you need to do things or how they did things, which is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I love that because we can all learn that way, but we needed something different. So when we brought this event up and we decided that we were going to make it an event instead of an actual lunch and networking situation, this is going to allow these women or men to come in and have an experience, whether it be, getting a little chair massage that day and painting some pottery, or, and eating and being able to, you can still network, but you don't need your armor today. You get to just be a girl that day, and you just
Get to be
or
you,
man.
not business you.
Yes. You just get to. It's a kind of a spa day.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one I'm really excited about. Especially as a woman business owner with my armor constantly on. I'm ready to take it off. It's heavy. And then the golf scramble is an event that we do every year and is always a huge success and so much fun.
And so much work.
Well, I can't speak on because I have always been like, not it for golf scramble. I will come drive your carts. I will deliver stuff for you. I will do all the things, but organizing it is not in my category because I know nothing about golf. Little balls, clubs, I'm terrible. I don't even do putt-putt.
Well, I know nothing about golf, but they won't let me drive the cart, so I got stuck with the organizing help with
I'll drive
with
it
Jessica Brown.
all day long. That event is in September. It is still open for not only sponsors but for teams, and we are holding it in
Henry County Country Club.
That's it. Yes, they keep changing things on me, or I think they changed it, and I'm second guessing myself. So Henry County Country Club, and that Puckett is still involved up there.
He is, yes. That's the reason we chose that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It feels like a little piece of home since we can't do it here at our golf course, obviously, unfortunately. We talked about that with tourism, about how it closed, for the time being at least. So hopefully maybe next year we can get back to having it here at home.
Right. Yeah, it's always been at Tanglewood, and it's always been an amazing success, and everybody has such a great time. My favorite part is the skirts. That's my favorite.
And we are doing that again this year, absolutely.
Awesome. Seeing these, because it's always the men.
Yep.
It's always the men in the skirts. Yep. So that's always fun for me. Those are the two most recent ones coming up, and then of course we partner with Christmas on Main and host that event, and that one. Actually, last year was my first time ever going to Christmas on Main.
Mine as well.
My little heart, my little Grinch cold stone heart kind of melted over all of that. I brought my grandkids, and of course, they loved it. But just to see all the other children there, and even the adults, that was amazing. So I highly recommend, if you've never joined, participated, anything in that event, that is a must. The trees in the hall are
just all the light from just Christmas
It's
trees.
just
It's
beautiful.
magical, isn't
and
it?
I'm not a Christmas. I am definitely a Halloween girl. Okay.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to next year's Christmas trees. Don't you tell anyone else I said that, because again, I'm the Halloween girl.
It's okay. We only have about 50 listeners, so
Right.
That may be more good.
Secret's safe. The
it-
secret is safe.
for now. until we match Joe Rogan and beat him.
That's
Oh,
right.
there we
Yeah.
go.
There we go. That's our goal.
Every time we hit a new milestone on the podcast downloads, that's what Jared sends to us, and he's like, giving Joe Rogan a run for his money. We've got like 100 downloads, but you have to start somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
it takes time to
It
really
takes-
get a podcast
Oh,
off
yeah.
of the ground. But we just felt like it was another way to help all the organizations, so Chamber, Main Street, the county, the city, tourism, and the local businesses. Just get the word out about what they're doing and the struggles they're facing and the wins they've had. And
In all of the ever changing world that we're in, and the way that marketing, I mean, with Melissa, she can tell you marketing has changed. I mean, daily. And it used to be, I mean, we all know, it used to be the old school newspaper. That's how you knew everything, and that's how you got, or the word of mouth, also known as gossip.
Yeah.
So I love that you all are doing this. This is just one more opportunity for the information to be readily available at your fingertips for all kinds, because some people don't want to look at the Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person.
We got to meet all the people where they are.
Yeah.
And that's really hard for business owners to do on their own, because most of them are working in their business.
Yeah.
So they're working the day to day. So for them to stop and try to think about, well, I got to post on Facebook, I got to post on Instagram, I got to do a TikTok, I'm going to record a YouTube and a podcast and this and that, they can't do it.
No.
They just can't. So, if we can help them with some little part of that, as the chamber, as this podcast or whatever, we're trying to give them
Right.
any resource we can.
Part of the reason why I came to you with that was because when I first joined the chamber, they had a weekly Wednesday type of thing where they went to a business and they would broadcast from the business, ask the people questions and things like that, which was kind of great. But again, it's time consuming. It's hard to get people available. And if they're busy, you don't want to bother them when
Right.
they're busy.
Yeah.
So my idea was to try and do something like this to help get the information out. And, that's why I came to you and asked you if you'd like to be on. So this way we can get more information to more people. Because like you said, even when I had my business with Fear, we would always hear, well, you guys should put this on this, or you should put it in the newspaper. I said, well, we ran an ad on TV. We put things in the newspaper. I've done Facebook. I've, put flyers out.
you post in the local
I
groups.
do everything that I
yeah.
can. But, and in all fairness, everybody's so busy, they have blinders. Like I've had people come in the store and say, oh, how long you been here? Oh, almost 3 years now.
And you're
Oh,
in our
I never-
busiest shopping center
Yeah.
that we have, our only shopping center that we have, really. But,
Yeah.
I mean, right by the grocery store, you can't get a better location.
No, and they're like, oh, I never knew you were here. I said, trust me, I understand. You came here for your pizza or your Chinese food or your Mexican. And I was just,
Right.
whatever I had in my window glittered just enough for you to see.
Right.
And that's
Today.
yeah.
But not any
But
of the
not
other
any
days.
day. So it's just, and like you said, it's hard for people to know what businesses are
Oh,
going
for sure.
through here.
For sure.
I know you all had your ribbon cutting just a couple of weeks ago for U of L, and that was kind of cool, something to bring back to the county that they need.
And that's a huge get for our county, too, to have somebody like you all come in and invest in our town.
And so you brought up your businesswoman. What do you do besides the chamber stuff?
Oh, well, I own shelter insurance in Shepherdsville. And a lot of people are like, why are you in Taylorsville then? I will tell you a little short story. Prior to me owning the Shepherdsville agency, shelter insurance was my mom's. My mom worked in the insurance industry for 25 years, and she came all the way out here. So we have tons of insured properties and autos and people out here. And so when my mama retired and they split the agency, the way that the zip codes went, I ended up with Taylorsville. I thought, well, if I'm going to insure people out there, I'm going to drive out there. I'm going to put myself out there. And so I did. But I also own Bullitt County Music Fest, which is well, for the past 2 years, we've done a big music festival every year, but this year we have partnered with Warrior Rounds, and so we're doing a big Warrior Rounds concert this year for the Music Fest. So that is focusing on our warriors. What we do is we match up a warrior and a songwriter, and warrior, right now, I'm going to explain to you, is either a veteran, a cancer survivor, a first responder, a Gold Star mom or dad, so a warrior. They've had to fight some kind of fight for us. And we match them up with a songwriter, and that songwriter writes their story. And then at the end of that, in November, we'll have a big concert in Shepherdsville for all these songs to be performed. So be looking for that information out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool.
As I say, veterans, that's one of your big passions of charity.
It
First
is.
responders, veterans.
Veterans and first responders. I had to find my niche. That was one thing. Anyone that knows anything about me knows that my mama was my hero, and she always told me, find something you're passionate about, because when you do, I mean, you love everything you do with it, and that's where I've gone. So right now I'm working with Warrior Rounds and James Thornton, who is an amazing human, cancer survivor, veteran, all the things.
All the warriors.
And he recently visited our chamber to talk about Warrior Rounds, but he also told a little bit of his story, and I know that there wasn't very many dry eyes during his little spiel, and he's a great friend, a great guy, but he has so much passion for, the veterans and the things that the veterans need from, and it's all coming from a first person perspective, because he's dealing with it too, the PTSD, just the trauma. Yeah. So he's trying to get with some people out here and start a program called Picking in the Park, and that's where you're going to get together with other guitar players or whatnot and go around to different parks throughout not just Taylorsville but Bullitt County, surrounding counties, Shelbyville, and things of that nature, just to their parks. And if kiddos want to come and learn how to play guitar, these people are going to sit, these veterans, these first responders, those kinds of warriors are going to volunteer their time to sit in the park and teach them how. This is a whatever chord. I don't know anything about music. This is this chord and this is that chord.
Other than you enjoy it, right?
Right. So that's, he wants to really dig his heels in here too, because there's not a lot out here. Don't get me wrong, we've got VFWs, we've got American Legions, and they all kind of, and I'm not bad mouthing them at all, because they also have limited resources, and they have boards, and they have, rules that they have to follow. Well, James doesn't have to follow any rules. So he does what he wants, which is great, because he's able to come up with things like Picking in the Park, or the Warrior Rounds concert, or things of that nature. Last year, Warrior Rounds came out here and did their Santa drop for 2 families in this county. 2 veteran families that were in need of help. I think it was 2. It was either 2 or 3. I'm so sorry, I can't remember exactly. And gave them their entire Christmas. So I'm super passionate. You can get me talking about that one forever. So you might want to move me on.
That's great.
Faves.
We want to learn more about the people we have on here, because it's not just, you're not just the chamber person. You're Jenni.
I'm Jenni.
You're that woman that you can be when you go to Women Supporting Women, or
right. No
people supporting people, any way you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's great.
There we go. We could rebrand it People Supporting People.
We could, for sure.
That is something men always, mention.
Yeah.
They're like, well, when's the men's event? I'm like,
Y'all
you got the golf scramble.
Right.
It's automatic.
Because I have zero
Hey,
interest
look,
in that.
I'd like a spa day myself sometimes.
Come on.
You're welcome. You're welcome to
I
come.
might have to work that night though. It's one of those things.
It's during the day. You just won't
Is
be
it?
able to indulge in anything real
I
fun.
don't know.
The big thing about this county is they love their kids. Something's happening with these kids, the entire town is there, which is great. I love. So we wanted to, as the chamber, figure out, how do we bring that to us too? because these are the future people, business owners,
Chamber members.
chamber
Yep.
members, residents of this county. How do we bring them in and show them not only that we support them, but that we can be involved with them as well? So in April, every year, it's become the tradition that we bring the culinary kids in, and they prepare our meal that day for our luncheon. And it has never, ever not been absolutely amazing. These kids have some raw, great, just amazing talent. Then in July, we always bring in the coaches and the superintendents and, different people from the school system to help explain what's happening in the schools, what changes are coming, what changes are being made, what programs they have. There are so many programs in these school systems that I don't have kids in school anymore. I have grandchildren in school, but they don't count yet. They're not old enough.
Yeah.
They're just learning how to read. But for the older kids, the programs that they offer, I had no idea. The homeless program that they have, that's not what it's called, and I'm so sorry, that's not what it's called. But there's a program for some of these kids that are less fortunate, which I think is amazing. In this world today, and people are being cruel, they are making it to where all the school systems, not just in Spencer County, because I know Bullitt County has one as well, and I'm sure all the other counties do, that they offer assistance to these kids so that they don't feel like they're getting handouts, but they're being given the opportunity to live better, which I think is important in this world, because that's one of the worst.
Yeah.
Especially in a world of social media and
Yeah.
bullying is so prevalent and all
Yes. And then they're doing the leadership program within the schools, which is a fairly new program, and I think that one is amazing. And that's involving the kids in the business industry in this county. So like I said, in July and April, we incorporate the kids, the
school system.
the school system and staff and things of that nature, so that they can update us of what's going on. So we know, and how can we help? They also bring that to us too, because even though, like I said, I don't have kids in this school system, but I'd like to be able to know how to help. You can't just write the school system a check, but there are things that you can do to help. So that's important to know. So they update us on that, and then of course, the sports. They always got to talk about the sports.
All small towns, we love our sports.
Yes,
we do. Yes.
So that's why the coaches get to come.
And then we're working with Leslie Slaughter from the school system. We're trying to implement a new leadership program within the community of student leaders, future student leaders, having them come and work with the chamber and go around and learn about the different businesses, learn about different aspects. So maybe one month we're looking at government, 1 month we're looking at maybe the flower farms, which a lot of people don't know that, although I think we only have one here in Spencer County, but we have one just over the line in Nelson County, one just over the line in Shelby County. So we're very fortunate with that, and so they're going to be studying these different things and getting involved and getting them out there in their community, getting their hands involved, and it's going to be a really cool thing to see. And so we're hoping to launch that sometime here soon. Or next school year, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was the next school year.
Oh, this coming school. Gosh, school's going to be starting in a week.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the traffic, but I am looking forward to no children in my office.
I keep thinking next school year is like next year, but no, it's next month.
Next month.
We
thank
just had that
goodness.
conversation
with Dr. Foster, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still blocking it out, and I don't even have kids in school anymore.
Yeah. I think that's the hard part, is that we still have to stay involved with the schools because we have to know these things. But as someone that doesn't have kids in school anymore, I don't know.
We feel like we've done our time.
I pull up
we
to
get to
work, I'm
mentally
like,
step
the
back
parking
from it.
lot's full. School must be back in session, you know?
Yeah.
Or why is the school empty? Oh, there must be no school today.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
And then I'm like, is it Saturday? Did I screw up again? So, I think that's that covers the schools.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that we can do for the school systems that we're not thinking about, Dr. Foster is on our board, and he's pretty good about telling us, hey, we need to do, and we will. But if there's something like some of these teachers, the supportive staff within the school systems, that they can think of things that the chamber can do for them, get a hold of us. Let us know if there's a way we can, help or whatever, because we do support the school systems. Those are our future business leaders of America.
Yeah.
you know. So.
And not only do we support them for that reason, but they're also chamber members.
Yeah.
The school system is.
Yeah, oh well, yes, of course.
But, well, at the same time, a lot of people think, okay, what do we need for the schools? And they do their drives, and everybody just brings your basic, your notebooks, your loose leaf paper, all that, but they don't think of the other things, like, you know, when you got girls going through their cycles, and they may need some of that
Sure.
stuff in the schools, and you know, whatever, Band-Aids, stuff like that
Sure.
sometimes the budget don't cover. So there's a lot out there, but
Or just things for different programs that
Yeah.
the teachers need, which, yeah.
Or
and-
opening your doors for when these kiddos need to come learn about these businesses.
Yeah.
That's another. I mean, that's huge.
yeah, that is huge. So thank you very much for joining us today. We hope you had a good time and we didn't make it too painful for you.
Well, Jenni, before we go though, tell us, how does somebody join the chamber?
There's multiple ways. You can call the chamber, you can email the chamber, you can get on our website. Just Google the Spencer County Chamber and we come up. There is a link right there that says join the chamber. I personally would encourage you to reach out to one of us and talk to us, because there are different levels at the chamber. Obviously, you can be a member or you can be an investor. It depends on what you're looking for, what you need out of the chamber, what the chamber can do for you based on your level. Reach out, and any of us can help you. There are 9 board members, and we're all listed on the chamber page too, so you can find us that way.
With all of our cell phone numbers and
Yeah.
all the ways you can get a
We're
hold
all
of us.
reachable, I promise
Yes.
you. And plus there's emails and, you know, all of the things. We make it very easy.
And if all else fails, you just come to a luncheon.
Yeah.
It's always the third Thursday of every month.
Third Thursday of every month.
Yeah.
At 11:30.
Yes.
And it's always at the Chamber Hall unless it's a special event, and then sometimes it's moved, like, you know, a golf course or a venue of some sort.
Cool. Thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a wrap on this week's heartbeat of small town life. Thanks for tuning in to Small Town Pulse, where stories are shared, voices are heard, and the spirit of community always comes through loud and clear. If you felt the pulse today, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're here every week with more small town dreams, challenges, and everything in between. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep your finger on the pulse. This was Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa, and you're right on beat.